So what I did was I volunteered my time. I said, I'll go teach at the college class and I'll go teach these courses if I can just be associated with it. I thought the tool was that great. Now, as you and I begin and continue to learn about Cisco systems, and we learn some of the basics like getting into privilege mode with enable, or going into configuration mode with configure space terminal, or as the cool kids call it, config T, and all the commands, it's super helpful and important to not only see what those commands are, but also to get on the command line interface of that Cisco gear and actually configure it to help reinforce those concepts. So as you already know, back in the day, when I first started, back in the 90s, when I was first learning Cisco, my only option for hands-on was to purchase, for a lot of money, some old routers and start that way. And then as I built my CCNA rack a year and a half later, I actually built this huge rack in my house of all this gear. Now, over the last 10 and 20 years, there's been a lot of enhancements and options for getting hands-on practice if you don't have the live gear. But a few years ago, I came across this product called Cisco Packet Tracer. Now, at the time, when I was looking at it a few years ago, Cisco Packet Tracer was a network simulator, still is, but it was only available to students or alumni of the Network Academy, meaning you couldn't actually use the product to practice and get hands-on with the software application, the simulator, unless you were associated with the Network Academy. So what I did was I volunteered my time. I said, I'll go teach at the college class and I'll go teach these courses if I can just be associated with it. I thought the tool was that great. Well, some time has gone by, and the product Packet Tracer, Cisco Packet Tracer, is better and better and better. And not only is it better, it's now free to everyone. All you have to do to get Packet Tracer, which is my recommendation, by the way, if you are doing self-study and you want to get hands-on practice with Cisco routers and switches, you're working on your CCNA or working on your CCENT, I would do a Google search for Network Academy, go to Cisco's Network Academy. Don't download the software from somebody outside of Cisco's Network Academy, but do a Google search for Cisco Network Academy and then register. It's free. And when you register and you go to Student Resources, they'll give you a link to download for yourself the Cisco Packet Tracer. And it's amazing, they also have a course on how to use it. And what I did today is I downloaded the Packet Tracer yesterday, was amazed by it, and then today I spent about an hour and a half in going through their tutorial, which was also amazing. It's a tutorial on how to use Packet Tracer. And I don't know that personally I'm going to be using like 70 or 80% of all the really cool bells and whistles, but what I want is the hands-on. I want to be able to take a switch or a router and I want to configure it at the command line and see its response. So if we want to practice with routing protocols, if we want to practice with spanning tree, if we want to practice with Wi-Fi, if we want to practice with WAN connections, all of that is supported in this really amazing simulator called Cisco Packet Tracer. And to reinforce that, let me give you a quick demo of how simple and easy this tool is to get up and running. So here in Cisco Packet Tracer, when I first installed it and ran it, it asked me to log on, and I logged on with the same credentials I used when I set up my Network Academy account, which was free. So with it running, check it out. Down here we have our network devices, routers, switches, hubs, etc. So if we want to put a router on the platform, we just click on routers and then drag the router we want. Here's the 2911, fantastic. So here's a router, and let's go ahead and grab a few switches. So I'll click on switches, and I'm going to grab a 3560. There's one, and there's two, and there's three, and there's four. If you don't like the names of them, you just double click on them, and you can just rename them. I'm going to go ahead and put some power supplies in these switches because by default they don't have any. So we'll just click on switch 1, and here we're looking at the physical tab, and I'll just drag and drop a power supply in, and then I'll simply go to switch 2. We'll do the same, drop in a power supply, go to switch 3, drop in a power supply, and go to switch 4, drop in a power supply, and those puppies should be booting up. We can check that by simply clicking on the switch and then clicking on CLI, and sure enough, it is powered on, ready to go. So if we want to cable these together, we can click on this icon right here for connections, and we can choose the appropriate cable, or if we're not sure, we want to auto choose the connection type, you can just use this lightning bolt right here. We'll click on it and go from the router to the switch, and then again from switch 1 to switch 2, and again from switch 2 to switch 3, and again from switch 3 to switch 4, and again from switch 4 to switch 1. And this is so stinking cool. Those amber colored LEDs, that represents the current interface status. So by default, these switches are running spanning tree, which you'll learn all about in your journey towards the CCNA certification. So after a period of listening and learning, they'll eventually go into forwarding state, except for one of the ports, which will then be blocking. So it's almost there. And let me resize this a little bit as well. So the green indicators indicate forwarding, and that little amber indicator right there indicates we're blocking, which means, from my knowledge of spanning tree, and again, nobody knows spanning tree from scratch, it's learned, but that implies, because he's blocking here, that implies that this switch right here is the root of spanning tree protocol. And the fact that this is all being done in a network simulator packet tracer, which is free, is amazing. So if we want to go to the command line interface of these devices, we can. Router interfaces are shut down by default. That's why we have the red indicators here. We can click on router 0, open it up, go to the command line interface. I'll make that a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to say no to the initial dialog. Now this is really fun. If we take the time to learn about the basics of how this network device operates, this router, and we learn about the basics of the command line, and then we go in and practice it, those skills, the more we practice, the more second nature they will be. So we're in user mode. We'll type in enable to go into privilege mode. We'll type in config T to go into configuration mode. And then we'll go to interface gig 0/0. Okay, I need to get my fingers to cooperate. We'll go to interface gig 00, and we'll do a no shutdown. And that's going to bring that interface up. And check this out. In the background, that port that we're connected to, because it was currently down a moment ago, now it's going through the spanning tree state. So if we clicked on that switch, and we went to the CLI, and we did a quick show span, if I can get there in time, yeah, there we go. This interface, gig 0/1, I just froze the screen by the way, gig 0/1 is in the learning state. So it was going from listening to learning, and then if I unfreeze the screen, which I'll do right now, and I hit the up arrow key to do that command again, it's now forwarding. So now for the action item. I would request that anyone who's studying for their CCNA or CCENT take the time to register with Net Academy, Cisco's NetAcad, and then download and install the official version of Cisco Packet Tracer, because the files, the lab files, which you can plug in to Cisco Packet Tracer, are many. They are all over the place. People are creating them. They're easy to create and share. But even if we never got somebody else's lab file and actually loaded up and practice with it, the opportunity for us to, on the fly, build topologies, practice with routing and switching is absolutely amazing. And it's an opportunity that we don't want to pass up. So our action item for this video are two basic things. Number one, take the steps to register with Net Academy and get the Packet Tracer software installed on your computer. And secondly, I'd like you to click on subscribe if you haven't already and hit the alert bell. And that way, as I continue to address your concerns and how do we get this done and how do we do the plan of attack, I want to make sure you're aware of every new video so we can enjoy those and proceed together through this journey of CCENT and or CCNA. So take care of those action items, and I'll see you, my friend, in the very next video.